Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Game 57 in the tournament. This is turn 5, and we've got so much going on. It's very early on. There's not a lot of shit going on. We've got a battle. Let's see how it goes. So we've got our original stack of Huskarls and Archers, along with a bunch of Skin Shifters. More of a decent-sized stack here. Here it goes. We've got a bear. Oh, please don't murder that one guy. Oh god. Okay, he's somewhat defended. Alright, okay. Alright, we're fine. Nope, we're not fine. I think we lost a bear. Did we lose a bear? We might have lost a bear. It happens. We lost 2 bears! 2 bears, 3 Huskarls. So, not the worst, but we are slowly bleeding out as we get further and further away from our capital. I will notate, this is something that you don't have to do, but this is something that you can do. It's useful to track, if you're using skin shifters, it's useful to track your skin shifters and kind of see what ailments they are acquiring. Right, so like for example, that guy is crippled. You don't have to. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do not. Sometimes you can pull them out, right? And leave them because they have recuperation. Specifically, crippled units are kind of the ones that are good to do this with. If you pull them out and you are good about going around and picking them up, they will often heal that crippled status over the course of a turn or two, which is good because it means they don't just randomly fucking die when they're marching from one province to the next, right? So, and that's a pretty good thing to not have happen when you're paying 40 gold for a unit. So that's just something that you can do. I did it here. I didn't do it here. It's not a big deal, but it is kind of like a little min-maxy, something to keep in mind. What are we doing this turn? So, looking at the wider world, we still know this is Satis. We still don't know who the fuck this is. We will know next turn, right? We've got a scout that is heading to Eal, and we will know next turn who the fuck our northwest neighbor is. And that's really going to decide how things go for us in this early game. Satis is a whole fucking issue. We gotta see what our other whole fucking issue is, right? So, in that kind of vein, we are attacking from Devon into Cursed Land at this turn. Not because Cursed Land is going to be especially great for us from an income standpoint, but because of its location as far as choke points, right? So, there is a mountain range here that it creates an impassable barrier between Starthenthorm and Rick Balcor. Obviously, this place is probably going to be pretty decent. I don't know that we're going to be able to take light cavalry, militia, heavy cavalry, etc., etc. But it looks like whoever is here has not gone here. So if they haven't gone here next turn, we might try for it. It's just, it seems unlikely that the squad that we have is going to be able to take that on, right? Like, that's kind of a lot, right? But if we take Cursed Land, we stymie any potential thrust coming forward. And then we're sitting at the, 1, 2, 3 from our cap, and they're sitting at the 1, 2 from their cap kind of concept. So we're kind of taking that disputed territory situation. And then we can kind of like move northward, northeasterly, and try to like wrap up this territory as well, is the generalized hope. So fingers crossed on that. We'll see how that actually goes. We also got a Windspire here, which is cool. I kind of wish that whenever you took a province from it, like whenever you took a new province, the game keeps track, right, of the history of a province. I wish when you conquered the province for the first time, it gave you like a site search notification of the sites you found in that province. I think that would be really cool. Anyways, we have a wind spire. That's neat. Getting more air is pretty good for us. We're pretty heavy on the air, especially early on. So, very excited about that. We're also attacking into Griffin Rock. We've got a stack of mostly Herdmen with some Berserkers mixed in. We really want to start getting the territory around Vanarus taken care of. We are still a little bit resource locked. We want to be more recruitment points locked. But we're getting there. Recruiting another Vanarusian Sage, more Herdmen with the odd Berserker mixed in to try to kind of like min-max things. And we're sending a Mage over to Sylvania. This Mage is a Vanarusian Sage that has Fire, Air, Blood. We are potentially, depending on how things go on the next turn, we might drop fuck my brain. We might drop a lab here so that we can try to start recruiting Viedmas and Viedens. Fucking pronunciation, fuck me. You can only recruit these from non-forded forests that are labbed. So they're not a super rarity, but you have to make sure that you're actually trying to acquire them. And it is important for us to acquire them because they are our sources of nature is the big thing for us in the early game, but also our sources of like decent water, sources of fire 2, air 2. There are only sources of earth, etc., right? So we definitely do need some of them to kind of make sure that things are going well. On the other hand, we might not be willing to spend that much money next turn. So if that doesn't work, the reason why we're sending this guy is because he's fire, right? We've talked about this a couple times. We really want to get some fire site searching going. So we may do a lab next turn. We may not. If we don't, we will be site searching. Even if we do, the turns after that, we're going to be site searching with this guy. So we'll see how it goes. What else do we got going on? Oh, I mean, talking about why we're going for site searching. Next turn. That's it. It's happening, right? So, Conjuration 3 next turn. Our god will be permanently off research and permanently on Firebirds. That's the plan. No fucking idea if it's gonna pay dividends. It's really probably very silly for me to. Firebirds are especially good investments, long-term investments, right? But if you look at a nation like Bogarus or Rus, it's one of those scenarios of like you're getting to the point to where you have several hundred Firebirds, and then you're getting insane stuff. We're not going to get that. We're not going to get several hundred Firebirds. We will be lucky if we get to 100 Firebirds by the end of the game. Because keep in mind, right, a couple turns have already passed. Our god is currently the only person that can summon Firebirds. We don't have the fire income to be able to sustain summoning Firebirds. And we would have to empower in Astral or find Astral Indies and empower in Fire if we wanted more people to summon, right? So we're looking at most at 100 Firebirds by turn 107? Unless we can do those other things, right? Like empower, get enough luck events to empower various other individuals, find enough fire income, or get enough fire through luck to be able to sustain that, which feeds into the concept of maybe we get 2 a turn, maybe we get 3 a turn, and then we suddenly are actually starting to threaten the snowball of Firebirds. So really probably not a good idea to try this. It's very forced, but it seemed like a fun idea, so that's what we're doing. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for the turn. I fucked up, obviously, right? Like, you can see this. I did not set anything else for research. That's not great. It's also not the end of the world, right? We are going to want more Conjuration in the future. We might even go directly for more Conjuration, because depending on who we're up against, Conjuration 5, summoning air elementals might be like the best play that we have, especially with things like Air 2 Vanarusian Sages, right? So, we'll see, right? But I'm not super worried about the fact that we didn't fuck with our research here, because it's very possible that we're going Conjuration 4 or 5 anyways, so should not be that big of a deal. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.